Many people believe that positive thinking is enough to attract prosperity, but what if I told you that's only half true? Well, the law of attraction doesn't just work in the mind. The body also plays a decisive role. It's the body that vibrates, transmits energy, and shows, without any mask, the frequency you're truly on. And here's the kicker. There's no point repeating phrases of abundance if, inside, your body vibrates with stress, anxiety, and fatigue. The big turning point happens when you understand that your reality does not respond to what you wish, but to what you issue, and what you emit comes from your entire body, not just your head. The universe captures your vibration, not your hidden intentions. Want to know why some people seem to attract opportunities easily while others struggle for years without seeing results? The answer lies in the bodily frequency each person sustains. This may sound counterintuitive, but believe me, the more lightness, vitality, and harmony your body transmits, the faster prosperity manifests. We're not talking about something mystical and unattainable, but about a true alignment between thoughts, emotions, and energetic health. And when this happens, expansion is inevitable. Money, relationships, health, and even joy in life flow in sync with your inner power. Now here's a curiosity few reveal. There is a specific frequency that opens the doors to abundance, and when the body learns to vibrate at it, manifestation ceases to be an effort and becomes a lifestyle. The question is, are you ready to discover what that frequency is and how to fully resonate with your desires? The body isn't just a collection of bones and muscles. It functions as a veritable energetic antenna. Each cell carries information, and together they emit signals that the universe picks up, just as a radio station tunes into specific frequencies. When someone feels joy, the vibration expands and creates resonance with similar experiences. That's why, after a day full of laughter, positive events often seem to flow naturally. Imagine, for example, when someone enters a tense environment. Even without words, the body perceives this energy and reacts. The heart races, shoulders tense, breathing changes. This shows how the body picks up subtle frequencies. Now, think of the opposite. When entering a place with soft music, pleasant scents, and smiling people, the body immediately feels light and fulfilled. The body registers these changes, responding like a radar. This antenna role is so powerful that it can transform the reality of those who learn to use it consciously. If a person practices self-care, cultivating energetic health, they automatically become capable of emitting signals of abundance and prosperity. Small habits, such as drinking water mindfully, breathing deeply before starting the day, or even dancing for a few minutes, activate this inner power. All of this palpably alters the frequency. The curious thing is that by understanding this process, one realizes that positive thinking isn't enough. The entire body needs to be in alignment. Thoughts and emotions are only part of the game, but the body is the vehicle that empowers manifestation. When it is clean, light, and vibrating high, the law of attraction responds effortlessly. And here arises an even more fascinating question. How do the mind, emotions, and body intertwine in this energetic dance? The mind is like the conductor of an orchestra. It sets the tone, but emotions fill the melody, and the body plays each instrument. When someone feels anger, for example, the body heats up, the frequency changes, and the energy becomes dense. Conversely, when gratitude arises, the heart expands, the breath flows, and the vibration becomes higher. It's impossible to separate these three elements because together they shape reality and the way each person attracts experiences. A clear example is when someone lives worried about the future. This emotion creates tension in the muscles, stiffens posture, and even accelerates the heart rate. The consciousness goes into a state of alert, and the law of attraction ends up responding with more anxiety. However, when a person chooses to cultivate thoughts of trust and emotions of joy, the body automatically relaxes, creating a state of expansion. This opens space for the manifestation of abundance to occur naturally. It's worth remembering that emotions aren't just subjective sensations, they're energy in motion. Feeling sadness, joy, or fear isn't something abstract, but a physical process that affects hormones, brain chemistry, and the body's energetic health. Therefore, managing your thoughts and cultivating positive emotions isn't just self-help talk, but a real practice that directly influences vitality, inner strength, and even the immune system. When a person understands this mechanism, they realize that thinking about prosperity isn't enough if the body is filled with tension. The mind can repeat motivational phrases, but if the body doesn't keep up, the frequency can't be sustained. This alignment between thinking, feeling, and acting is what creates true resonance with abundance. And it's precisely by observing how the body reacts that one can identify the current vibration. The body is an open book, always revealing the frequency at which a person is vibrating. Constant fatigue, unexplained pain, or even insomnia are not just physical signs, but messages that there is a misalignment between thoughts, emotions, and energy. When the mind lives in excessive worry, the body reacts as if carrying an invisible weight, draining vitality and limiting the manifestation of abundance. Have you ever noticed how, on stressful days, even your posture changes? Slumped shoulders, shallow breathing, a heavy gaze, all of these convey a sense of scarcity. On the other hand, when someone feels enthusiasm and confidence, their body opens, their chest expands, and even their tone of voice becomes more assertive. This isn't coincidence, it's resonance. The body is reflecting the energetic frequency that's been established. It's important to understand that recurring symptoms are valuable clues. Anxiety, for example, indicates that consciousness is more focused on the future than the present, while fatigue suggests that thoughts are draining energy. The law of attraction responds to these frequencies, bringing compatible experiences. In other words, if the body vibrates in misalignment, reality manifests equally disharmonious situations. Paying close attention to these signals is an act of self-care. It's not about fighting the body, but listening to its messages. A simple emotional journal, recording how the body felt at specific moments of the day, can help identify hidden patterns. This awakening opens the door to conscious choices, and this is where a powerful reflection arises. How does bodily energy directly influence the desires someone wants to attract? Wishing for prosperity while your body vibrates in scarcity is like trying to tune into the wrong radio station. It simply doesn't work. The body, when loaded with tension, low frequencies, and negative emotions, sends resistant signals that block manifestation. It's as if your consciousness is asking for abundance, but the transmitted energy is saying, "I'm not ready." The law of attraction, in turn, always responds to what the vibration shows, not what thoughts merely repeat. Consider, for example, someone who mentally claims to want financial success, but constantly complains about bills, has stomach aches, and sleepless nights. The body vibrates with fear and scarcity, so this resonance attracts more situations of need. On the other hand, when a person cultivates emotions of trust, takes care of their energetic health, and maintains a light body, they naturally emit signals of prosperity. And guess what? The universe responds in kind. The body is an essential part of the manifestation process because it is living proof of what one feels. If the body's energy is out of alignment, abundance is elusive. But when body, mind, and emotions are aligned, a magnetic force emerges capable of attracting people, opportunities, and situations that previously seemed unlikely. This transformation isn't theoretical, it's physical, it's tangible, and anyone can experience it by observing their own vibrational state. This realization leads to a powerful lesson. Before thinking about manifesting big dreams, we must take care of our body's energetic foundation. There's no point in trying to reap the fruits of prosperity from worn-out soil. Reality responds to what we vibrate, not what we desire. And this brings us to an essential point. After all, what is the ideal frequency that allows us to attract prosperity, fulfillment, and fulfillment? The frequency that truly attracts prosperity and fulfillment is one in which the body vibrates with lightness, vitality, and harmony. It's not an artificial state of forced happiness, but an authentic energy that arises when there is balance between thoughts, emotions, and energetic health. When the body is in alignment, consciousness expands and everything flows naturally. This vibration generates a magnetic resonance that opens unexpected doors. A good example is when someone is in touch with something they're passionate about. It could be cooking, painting, running, or simply listening to music that sparks joy. In these moments, the body becomes fully engaged and transmits signals of expansion. It's in this state that manifestation happens effortlessly because the law of attraction responds immediately to the high vibration. It's no coincidence when good opportunities arise precisely after these moments of lightness. Maintaining this frequency doesn't require complicated rituals. It's often simple. Sleeping well, eating mindfully, breathing deeply throughout the day, and smiling more are small gestures that elevate energy. The body appreciates it and responds with vitality, creating a favorable environment for attracting abundance. It's as if each act of self-care were a direct investment in the reality you want to create. When you discover that prosperity isn't the result of excessive effort, but of aligned vibration, your worldview changes completely. The ideal frequency is the key to opening doors of transformation and expansion. But here's a crucial detail. Many still make a common mistake, trying to manifest abundance without first taking care of their bodies. Many people believe that simply repeating positive affirmations or visualizing prosperity will magically change their lives. But here's the big mistake. Trying to manifest without taking care of your body is like planting seeds in dry soil. The mind can imagine abundance, but if the body is vibrating with stress, anxiety, and fatigue, the frequency sent to the universe doesn't match the desire. The law of attraction captures real vibration, not mental fantasy. A clear example is the person who practices visualization every day, but lives with muscle pain, breathing poorly, and rarely rests. The body is signaling misalignment, and this creates a barrier to manifestation. It's like trying to run with the handbrake on. The effort is enormous, but the results are almost inconsequential. Inner power only expands when there is coherence between mind, emotions, and body. This imbalance generates frustration. The person wonders, why does everything seem to work out for others, but not for me? The answer lies in the energy they transmit. If the body vibrates in scarcity, there's no way to attract prosperity. Constant stress saps vitality, diminishes energetic health, and blocks resonance with abundance. And so, reality ends up reflecting exactly what one feels, not what one desires. Therefore, before insisting on mentalizations and manifestation techniques, it's essential to look within and ask, is my body prepared to sustain this frequency? Only when this awareness is present can the right foundation be created for prosperity and fulfillment to flourish. And precisely at this point, practical habits emerge that align body and vibration in a simple and transformative way. The body responds directly to the lifestyle a person chooses to adopt. Conscious eating, for example, doesn't mean following restrictive diets, but rather nourishing yourself so that energy flows smoothly. Eating fresh fruit, drinking plenty of water, and reducing excess ultra-processed foods are already acts of self-care that raise your vibration. After all, what enters the body influences the frequency emitted, and this directly impacts the manifestation of prosperity and abundance. Another powerful habit is breathing. Most people take shallow, rapid breaths, unaware that this keeps the body in a constant state of alert. When you practice deep breathing, your body relaxes, your emotions calm, and your awareness expands. Just dedicate 5 minutes a day to inhaling and exhaling slowly, and the transformation is already noticeable. More energy, more mental clarity, and greater alignment with the law of attraction. Movement is also essential. It doesn't necessarily mean intense exercise, but rather allowing the body to express itself. Walking outdoors, dancing at home, stretching in the morning, all of these help unlock stagnant energy. A moving body vibrates in expansion, sending clear signals of vitality. And when this energy circulates freely, space opens up for resonance with experiences of fulfillment and prosperity. Finally, rest and inner silence are as important as action. Sleeping well regenerates the body and recharges energetic health, while moments of stillness allow us to hear the voice of our conscience. Meditating a few minutes before bed, turning off our cell phones for moments of peace, or simply observing our breath are already practices of alignment. These habits, combined, build a solid foundation for sustaining a high vibration. And this is where the question arises. How can we maintain this bodily frequency every day? Raising your body's frequency doesn't require much effort. In fact, it's the small rituals that make the difference. Meditation is one of them. Just 10 minutes in silence, observing your breath and allowing thoughts to pass without attachment, transforms your energetic state. The body becomes harmonious, emotions balance, and consciousness expands. It's like pressing the reset button to start the day with a high vibration. The practice of gratitude is also a true fuel for inner power. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for as soon as you wake up completely shifts your body's frequency. Your heart opens, your emotions rise, and you instantly resonate with abundance. Imagine starting your day feeling fulfilled instead of worried. The reality that unfolds will be completely different. Another transformative ritual is contact with nature. Walking barefoot on the grass, listening to the bird song, or simply soaking up a few minutes of sunshine are simple yet highly effective practices. These gestures recharge energetic health, relieve tension, and align the body with the Earth's frequency, which is naturally one of balance and expansion. The result is increased vitality and a sense of deep connection. Furthermore, small breaks throughout the day help maintain a high vibration. Stopping to take a deep breath, stretching at work, or even listening to music that sparks joy are practical ways to avoid the accumulation of dense energy. When the body is nourished with these daily rituals, it becomes a true magnet for positive experiences. And this leads us to a fascinating discovery. The body, at a high frequency, naturally attracts everything it desires. When the body vibrates at a high frequency, it becomes a veritable magnet for experiences. It's as if every cell emits signals of vitality and expansion, attracting situations compatible with this energy. People who live in this state report positive coincidences, unexpected encounters, and opportunities that seem to arise out of nowhere. But in reality, all of this is the law of attraction, responding to the body's vibration in alignment with abundance. Think about those times when you were in a good mood and suddenly everything seemed to go right. Traffic flowed, someone offered help, or even some unexpected good news. This is the power of the body in positive resonance. Emotions and thoughts in harmony create a synchronized reality, proving that it's not luck, but a consequence of the energetic state. The body, in this case, becomes an open channel for manifestation. This magnetism doesn't just occur in the material realm, but also in relationships and health. When the body transmits fulfillment, it attracts people who vibrate at the same frequency, strengthening healthy and authentic connections. Furthermore, energetic health itself improves as elevated emotions produce chemicals that regenerate and strengthen the body. It's a virtuous cycle. The higher the vibration, the greater expansion and prosperity. Ultimately, the body is a living reflection of inner power. The more one cares for it consciously, the more it becomes a bridge between desire and reality. Life begins to flow with less effort and more naturally, as if everything were conspiring in one's favor. But there's still something essential, understanding that the body is not just a means, but a sacred vehicle of manifestation, capable of awakening an unprecedented physical and energetic level. Your body is the vehicle of manifestation. It is through it that thoughts and emotions transform into tangible reality. When there is alignment between mind, body, and energy, an inner power emerges capable of effortlessly attracting abundance, prosperity, and fulfillment. Each cell vibrates like a transmitter, emitting signals that the universe captures in perfect resonance. Therefore, self-care is not a luxury, but a foundation for expanding consciousness and living in harmony. Imagine if every gesture of your day were treated as sacred. Eating, breathing, walking, resting, everything would become a ritual of energetic health. Your body would respond with vitality and lightness, directly reflecting your vibration, and the law of attraction, faithful to this process, would begin to deliver experiences compatible with this elevated frequency. Manifesting would cease to be a mental effort and become a natural state of expansion. It is at this point that reality transforms, when the body, instead of being neglected, is honored as an energetic antenna. By aligning emotions and thoughts with self-care practices, the flow of prosperity finds unimpeded passage. Energy circulates unblocked, attracting opportunities, people, and circumstances that previously seemed distant. Plenitude begins to be experienced in the present rather than as a promise of an uncertain future. Ultimately, the message is simple yet profound. The body is the magnet that materializes dreams. The more in tune it is, the stronger the manifestation. Your body is the temple of transformation, the channel of expansion, and the key to unlocking what you desire. Now the invitation is clear. Align yourself, awaken, and discover what happens when body and energy become one. Now that you understand how the body is the true vehicle of manifestation, I ask you a question. How long will you ignore the signals it gives you? Every unresolved fatigue, every accumulated tension, and every repressed emotion is shaping your reality at this very moment. The body doesn't lie, and the law of attraction responds faithfully to the vibration you sustain. What if, starting today, you started treating your body as the temple of your prosperity? Imagine waking up with more vitality, feeling your emotions in alignment, and realizing that life begins to flow effortlessly. Are you ready for this transformation? Are you willing to adopt new self-care habits that raise your frequency and bring abundance knocking on your door? It's not something distant, but simple steps you can take now. Breathing better, taking care of your energetic health, connecting with nature, cultivating gratitude, and eating mindfully. These daily choices make the difference between living in scarcity or attracting abundance. So tell me, what will be your first practical step to shift your vibration today? If this content has awakened something within you, don't let that energy fade away. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue learning how to align body, mind, and energy to transform your reality. After all, the next step toward your expansion is just a click away.